none of us wanted to be a flat earther, but we found ourselves like with this identity, because it to this world it seems so strange, but it's the truth. That's the crazy thing about it. Anybody that looks into it, that's why there's millions of flat earthers. Like, they're all over the world, because once you look into some of these things, you realize we've been believing a lie. But I was going to talk about, one thing that Satanic Warrior was saying was, he said, I'm not going to run away from that identity. That is who I am. These are the things I find myself wanting to talk about. And I want to reiterate what he said. This is who I am. And it was making me kind of think this morning. And I think I got a way to put it into words. That those of you who see the truth, you will clearly understand what I'm going to say. But those who fight against the truth and don't understand that the globe is a lie, you're not going to be able to understand what I'm saying at all. It won't make sense to you. We, and not of ourselves, this is nothing we did. This is something that took place. But it's not something that was of us or that we did. There's a calling that came to people all over in the world. And it's still coming to people. A calling to, however it happens, to be able to identify deception. And it's all centered around the creation itself. We did not believe the truth about God's creation. And so this is why I'm saying some of you that don't see this truth, you're not going to believe any of this, but God is real, and we are on a mission from God, because you're believing a lie. And those of you who see the truth understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's not our truth. We didn't come up with it. Science didn't come up with it. Observations didn't come up with it. In fact, it's not observable necessarily. We have our ideas about all of these things, but they're experiments and theories, and nobody knows. No one's all-knowing. But those of us who want to learn the truth, it's not like you have to be open-minded, but not like foolishly open-minded. Be open-minded to hear truth and investigate it, research it, hold it to the fire, see what happens, see what you think of it after that. Don't let the world and what you were taught in school influence your current today research or experiments that you're doing right now, today. Take the results and the data from your observations and your experience and deal with it yourself, because you will not find a globe. You won't find one thing that shows you a globe. And what it'll do is actually make you understand how our eyes work and how we see the horizon and things. And it's something that takes a lot of time thinking about it, I guess, learning about it, to understand that sunsets happen even though we're living on a plane. And it's really simple how that happens. It's like very much, to me, it's much clearer that we live on a plane and the sun looks like that when it goes down. That's what would happen. That's what does happen. But we're on a mission from God, and He's using people in the world. He showed us truth and basically put it in our hearts to scream it out to everyone, because I think it's the grace of God, because we were all so far off from where we should have been. And He's showing us that over these last 10 years or 7 years or however long. He's showing us that. He's showing us that when we were born into a world that was greatly mistaken. We're on a mission from God.